Good evening, all students. Today we have our trainer, Mr. Bashir Sheikh, with us. He needs no introduction because he's been engaging you for the last couple of days. Mr. Bashir, we could directly start with the session.
Yes, of course. As scheduled, we'll start at exactly 7:05. And the student seems to have a couple of queries regarding the dates and where they can get the recording. I was told about an email ID that they can reach. Can you please type that email ID here for the students?
See, regarding the dates and the training, they'll have to connect with your college TPOs. The rest there, it is available on Xcelerator for them. The link will be shared with them tomorrow after including today's session as well.
Hello, guys. Good evening. I hope I'm clearly audible and visible. Perfect. The angle is good. Hi, Diksha. Can others also quickly respond in chat? Am I clearly audible and visible? It's 7:05 and we are right on time.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Okay. Give me a minute. Let me look at the settings. So today we are going to look at medium and slightly difficult level questions of Infosys. Yesterday we have seen the slightly easier ones. Today we'll focus on para jumbles, also called as jumble paragraph. A little bit of vocabulary because that's very important. We'll also focus on a close test where you'll get a paragraph, multiple blanks, and a lot of vocabulary to fill it up with. That's a new section that is added in 2025 Infosys first round pattern. And we'll also focus on reading comprehension. And if time permits, we can quickly revise a couple of topics as well. First thing first, I would recommend all of you to have one more device or at least one more browser open where you can either use Join My Quiz or Kahoot, similar to what we have done yesterday. In case anyone is not able to access a secondary device or a secondary tab to open Join My Quiz or Kahoot to make it interactive, you can directly look at Zoom and give your answers in Zoom chat, and I'll respond and have a look at it. So I will go ahead and turn off my cam. Quickly, I would open a browser, and I will also recommend you to open a browser, Chrome, Safari, Edge, whatever browser you're using. Can be on a laptop, can be on a tab, can be on a phone. You can be using two devices, one device. That's your choice. So step number one, please go ahead, open a browser, open the web page www.kahoot.it. You have a minute. And any questions regarding the recorded videos or your exams and information regarding it, please email to the email ID given above. I would copy it again at the end of the session. If someone has just walked in, this is the email ID that you need to use. contact@xcelerator.co.in and you will get a quick reply to that. I would love to answer your questions, but yesterday we already spent a lot of time. And it is felt that I focus on the verbal concept rather than the Infosys pattern. Yeah, I hope Join My Quiz is open. Most of you must have opened it. Let me quickly share it here. There we go. Bashir has started sharing screen. Enter the test code 6821400 and then just enter your name. That's good. For any students who just logged in, apart from the Zoom app that you have opened, I also want you to open a browser, any browser of your choice. Open the web page as you see on the screen, www.kahoot.it. It's not .com, it's .it. Looks like a few people or students rather do not want to share their name. We have a single letter student and a double letter. That's fine. Look at the Zoom screen. You can see the test pin or the game pin 6821400. You can also check the chat message. 6821400. We'll wait for a minute more. There are approximately 20 questions in this, and the focus is on sentence correction, spotting the errors. Please open a browser, open the web page www.kahoot.it. Let me check the volume, should be better now. Enter the test code 6821400. 144 and counting. Well, once again, if anyone is not able to log into a browser at the same time, maybe because you're using only one mobile and your mobile is slow, you can give the answers in Zoom chat. Here we go. Let's start. Question number 1, look at your browser. Spot the error, Infosys. Correct the sentence to make it error-free. She has the guts to rise from the occasion and come out successfully. Is there an error? If there is an error, where is the error? You can click whichever you think is an error. If you don't have access to the browser in Kahoot, you can give the answers in chat. Correct the sentence to make it error-free. Okay, let's look at this way. Red, we will call it A. Blue, let's call it B. Yellow, let's call it C. And green, let's call it D. This is for people who are responding in chat. No need to type the entire answer. No need to even type the color. Red is A. Blue, let's take it as B. Yellow would be C. And green would be D. A, B, C, D. Here is the question. She has the guts to rise from the occasion and come out successfully. It is not to raise from the occasion, it is to raise against the occasion. She has the guts to raise against the occasion. That means the guts to talk to someone above her, someone who is superior to her. She has the courage and the guts to tell what she feels about it or even to criticize. It's a phrasal verb, to raise against. Question number 2. It's a question on articles. By dash end of this quiz, we will know more about articles. Sakshi, any questions you have, you'll have to forward it to contact@xcelerator.co.in. It's in the Zoom chat. You can check it. They will be the right people to comment about it. All right, most of you went with the correct answer. The point is very simple. Any quiz, any test, any program will have only one ending. Let's say this particular quiz has 20 questions. So what will be the end of the quiz? Question number 20. So you're specifically pointing out to one particular question. Last question. The last question. Hence the answer is, by the end of the quiz, we will know more about articles. Majority of you who went wrong went with an. By an end. That means, will any test or any quiz have multiple endings? No. There'll only be one end for any particular quiz. Hence the answer is the end of this quiz. Question number 3. Spot the error. The challenge here is, if there is an error, the error will be in a combination of two. Error might be in A and B, B and C, C and D, or it could be A and C, or it could be B and D. Where is the error? The test code also can be found at the bottom of the Zoom screen. Farha, it is 6821400. 6821400 is the Kahoot test code. The company blamed heavier than anticipate use. It's not anticipate, it should be anticipated use. So there is an error in A. Of the service for the temporary suspension after existing customers plural, so it cannot be was, it has to be were. So there is an error in A and an error in D. Hence the answer has to be AD, and that is the yellow, option B. I hope you got the answer. Many of you got it wrong. Let me explain. The company blamed. Heavier than blamed is past. The same sentence, rule of parallelism, the same verb form should be used. The company blamed heavier than anticipated usage of the service for the temporary suspension after existing customers, plural, were unable to log in. So the error is in part A and part D. Hence, answer is AD. Question 4. We're going faster. The plan is to complete as many as we can. We have done this topic a few times yesterday. Subject-verb agreement. What do you do when two subjects are joined with the phrase either or? I could give you a clue. It's called rule of proximity. 10 seconds more. Either Rahul or Rohit. When two subjects are... oh, it's an error. My bad. One part of the sentence below may contain an error. Identify the part. Of course, the question is about subject-verb agreement. Let me try to annotate. Here we go. Two subjects are joined with either or. This is the verb, accompany. It would agree with the subject before the subject only. Before the verb. Before the verb, the subject is Rohit. Rohit is singular. So, the verb also must be singular. And I hope you remember, in the present form, singular verb always ends with an S. Example, eats, eats. That's singular. Rohit eats. But Rahul and Rohit, that's plural. In that case, you remove that S. Eat is a verb which is plural. As Rohit is singular, accompanies should be the answer. ACCOMPANIES. Instead of S, we add E. Wherever it ends with a Y, we obviously put E. We are not trying to correct it. I'm just trying to explain it to you. The error is in this part, subject-verb agreement part. I am a little surprised. How come most of you went wrong? Only 31 correct. Can you guys respond in chat? Is the explanation clear, or are you still doubtful about subject-verb agreement? This particular answer, at least, are you clear? I'm looking at the chat. All right. Few responses. I was expecting more. Fair enough. Okay. All right. All right. I hope we get a few more questions on subject-verb agreement. So that's a very important part in Infosys. Spot the error. I had hope to have met him yesterday to discuss the matter with him, but he was not in his house, and so I could not meet him. If anyone has just logged in, please open a browser, open the webpage www.kahoot.it. And then for every question at the bottom of the screen, you would find the test code. Once I click on next, you'll be able to see it. Most of you went right. 33 of you went wrong. 34. Let's see. I had hoped to have met him yesterday to discuss the matter with him, but he was not in his house, and so I could not meet him. I had hoped to meet him yesterday, not to have met him yesterday. Have met is present perfect tense. Basically indicates an action that is completed now, or an action that is completed in the past but impacting now. This is not an action that has happened now. It is about yesterday. So we can use only met. No need to say have met. Next question. So Dipti, I will share the test code in Zoom chat again. Uh-oh. Fair enough. The question is, there would be an error not in one part, but in two parts. Which are those two parts? Let's see. If the EU, European Union, that is singular, collective noun, European Union, really wants, well, this is singular, so you're using a singular verb, wants. What is the verb form you are using? Present form, V1 or V1 plus yes. If the EU really wants to help Africa during the pandemic and beyond, it must urgently rule of parallelism. In one sentence, if you are using V1, to indicate other actions of the same time, you must use the same V1 form. So it cannot be, if the EU really wants to help Africa during the pandemic and beyond, it must urgently reform, not reformed. Reformed would be correct had it been wanted. If the EU really wanted to help Africa during the pandemic and beyond, it must urgently reformed. Even that's not making complete sense, but if this is reformed, then this has to be wanted. Well, now let us see if wants is wrong or is it reform that is wrong. Let's see. To ensuring, here the verb form is V1 plus ing. No, it should not be. To ensure a level playing field and enhance food safety. Enhance. Verb 1 form. Ensuring, then it becomes verb 1 form. Informed, then it becomes verb 1 form. So there could be only two errors. We can't have three errors. That means wants, enhance. These two are already in the same form. Reformed is in past form. Ensuring is in present continuous form. So we cannot take both of these. Hence, these two are wrong. C and D. C, what is wrong? Instead of reformed, it must be reformed. D, what is wrong? Instead of ensuring, it must be to ensure. Let me explain again. Rule of parallelism. In a sentence, when you are using verbs, you can use two sentences in present. Parallel. You can use two sentences in present continuous. It's just an identification, parallel. You can have two or three verbs in past. You can have it in past perfect. You can have it in future tense. You can have it in future continuous. But the bottom line is they must be parallel. You cannot have one sentence this way and one sentence that way. That means you cannot have different verbs to indicate a series of actions. So, European Union really wants, verb 1. To help Africa, help, verb 1. During the pandemic and beyond, it must urgently reformed, verb 2. Its trade policies to ensuring, this is verb 1 plus ing form, present continuous what we call, a level playing field and enhance, excuse me, once again V1. So there are three verbs in the V1 form, one in V2 and one in V1 plus ing. So these two are wrong. One last time, what are the that is wrong? Reformed is wrong. It must also be in V1 form, reform. Ensuring is wrong. It must be ensure, E-N-S-U-R-E. Then it will be V1, 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 V1. If you are wondering what is V1, all verbs fall under three verb forms. V1, V2, V3. Example, eat. I'm trying to write with the mouse. Ate, eaten. Go, went, gone. Do, did. And the list goes on. Rule of parallelism states in a sentence, all the verbs should be parallel or same structure should be used. I hope this is clear. Any questions on this you may ask? I have disabled microphone access, but you can type it in chat. If it's clear, just mention that it's clear. Oh, perfect. Question number 7, 2025 Infosys. Which part of the sentence below has an error? I requested you to not sophisticate the issue to this extent. Okay. 48 correct answers and most of you went wrong. It is not I requested you. It is I request you to not sophisticate the issue to this extent. This means now, the one that is happening right now. That is your indication that the entire sentence is in present tense. Had it been past requested, it would be to that extent, not this extent. The word here, this is indicating that the time here being referred to is present. So it cannot be I requested you. It must be I request you to not sophisticate the issue to this extent. Please stop. Let us not make this issue a big one. I request you. Next. Spot the error. Sania, when the question pops up, I would explain a similar question. We are going to do a lot. We would explain. If anyone has just logged in, you can see the website and the test pin or the game pin. The error again here is with the usage of articles. Of course, there is in B. The retiring principal asked his old students or pupils to take interest in the school. Why are they saying the school? Because everybody knows which particular school they are talking about. It's not any random school. The principal belongs to that particular school and he's only talking about the students of that particular school. So here, the school is absolutely fine. But the problem here is with the article the here. To take interest in the school, not to take the interest in the school after he has retired. Question 9. Spot the error. Uh-oh. Yeah, here we go. Classic example of Infosys subject-verb agreement question. One of my best friends dash going on a trip to Manali. Harshita, in chat, your answer is wrong. Oh, many more are wrong. All right. I wonder why subject-verb agreement is a big concern. Just a minute. One. One is singular or plural. One is obviously one. So it is singular. Of is a preposition. If two subjects are joined with of, then the verb will agree with the subject before the preposition only. After the preposition, whatever it is none of your business. Two subjects joined with a preposition, verb agrees with the subject before the preposition only. One. One is one, obviously singular. After of is none of your business. So one is going. It is not are going. Both are correct, both are wrong. It's just not possible. That's like playing Inky Pinky Ponky. 14 of you, please be active. Question 11. One more question on subject verb agreement. I just gave you the answer. The verbiage, I mean, the words have changed. The question format is still the same. Uh-oh. All. All means more than one. That is plural. Of is a preposition. After of is none of your business. After of is important if before of it is a fraction, like 3 by 4 or 1 by 5, or it is a percentage, 70%. Only when there is a percentage or a fraction, some sort of fraction given before a preposition, only in that case you have to consider whatever comes after the preposition. Otherwise, subject number 1, all, singular. I agree, CDs, plural. Scratched one, singular. But what is the connection? The connection is a preposition. And the subject verb agreement rule says, if two subjects are joined with of, verb will agree with the subject before the preposition only. All is plural, hence it is are. It cannot be is. Next question. Spot the error. We all want to be the best parent we can be for our children. but there is often conflicting advice on how to raise a kid who is confident, kind, and successful. Just give me a minute. We all, we, plural, all, plural, want. We are using only V1. Had it been V1 plus yes, it would have been singular. We all want to be the best parents we can be for our children. But there is often conflicting advice on how to raise a kid who is confident, kind, and successful. Had it been I or one wants to be the best parent, but we all want to be the best parents. That was simple. One more question on subject verb agreement. This question is repeated for the third time. Everyone is one, singular. Of is a preposition. After of is none of your business. Each one, everyone, someone, no one, none are all singular. It takes a singular verb that ends with an S. So is the answer. How can it be are? I think we have to do a few more exercises on subject verb agreement. Almost half of you went wrong. This is not spot the error. This is correct the sentence. Find the error, replace it with a better option. It definitely is not had you been told me. I already gave half the answer. It is not had you been told me. Ten seconds more. Uh-oh. Had you told me about your problem, I would have helped you. I am stopping the screen share. This is the worst answer we have got so far. Question on verbs. Well, we discussed a little basic yesterday that a verb indicates an action. You know it. Verb also indicates the time of an action. That is something that you need to know. And depending on what time of the action you want to indicate, you have to choose a suitable verb form. And today, I again revise that there are three main verb forms. There can be 4 and 5 also. Basically, V1, V2, V3 are the three main verb forms. V1 plus ing is what we call V4. You can also have a V5. Some books will say V6 also. But there are basically three. Let me repeat. Verb indicates action. You know it. But what you're not following is verb also indicates the time of an action. How can one verb indicate so many different types? The answer is there are three forms of verbs: present form, past participle form. And what do we simply call it as? V1, V2, V3. By adding suffix and prefix, helping verbs like you can add is, am, are, was, were, being, have, has. You can add suffix like ing, ed. So by adding a couple of characters before or after V1, V2, V3, all the 12 tenses that you know in English will come into picture. Simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous, same story in past and same story in future. How do you get all this? V1, V2, V3. Depending on what time of the action you want to use, you have to use a suitable action. For example, 10 minutes ago, I explained EXPLAIN V1, EXPLAINED V2, EXPLAINED V3. I'm using V2 here because it's just 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago, I explained preposition subject verb agreement. Two subjects are joined with preposition. What happens? I explained it. I'm using V2. Yesterday, I explained the same concept. So, explaining this concept did not happen once, but it happened twice. When 10 minutes ago, I explained. Yesterday, I explained. When these sentences are independent, it is fine. But if I want to stress on the fact that girls or boys, whatever I'm explaining, I already explained yesterday. Why are you still making an error? To indicate this statement that this is already done before I explained it today. I already did it. Can be explained using a verb itself. No need to say already, before this and all. And the answer for that is had plus V3. I had explained subject verb agreement rule yesterday. What does it mean? Explained means explained. Had explained means explained it before also. For example, I joined the class. Aishwarya Kulkarni. I just saw the random name. I took her name because Aishwarya Kulkarni also joined the class. But if the question is, who joined the class first today? Is it Aishwarya Kulkarni or is it Bashir that joined the class today? Hey, I joined first. So there are two actions that happened. Aishwarya joined, Bashir joined. But who joined first? Bashir joined. So how would you put it in a verb? Bashir had joined. No need to say first, second. There is no need to even mention Aishwarya joined later. Bashir had joined. It means this action happened first. Example, Kulkarni joined the class, but Bashir had joined the class. What does it mean? It means Bashir, that's me, I joined the class first. And in the given example, both the actions are in the past. So which one is more past? If you told me already, then I would have helped you. Helping did not happen. Telling me did not happen. But if it happened, which one should have happened first? First, you should have told me, no? Then only I would have helped you. So one would be in the past and the other would be in past participle. Had plus V3. So that is why here the statement should be, had you told me. Let me share the screen. Stopping my cam. Had plus V3. Had you told me, I would have, where is the key? Yeah, I would have helped you. Here is the question. Had you not been told me, had you told me? 78 of you went with this. If you would have told me, would have is only V2, past. But we need V3, had plus told. Had you told me about your problem, I would have helped you. This question will pop up again. Let's try it. The question is the creator and producer. It is not the creator and the producer. Two subjects joined by and is typically plural. Oh, most of you went wrong. The creator, singular. Producer, singular. Two subjects joined by and is typically plural. So answer is R. That is what most of you gave. And you are correct. But there is a problem. The problem is with articles. Here, the statement is not the creator and the producer. Then these are two separate people. So one creator, one producer. Both of them, they are coming. But the question given here is the creator and producer, which means creator and producer is the same person. Example, KGF director. I forgot the name again. What's the name, guys? Can you quickly give me a recap? Yeah, Prashant Neel, right. And who is the writer of the movie KGF? Prashant Neel only wrote it. I don't remember the name of the movie, but I think he created a similar story movie 10 years ago. Any idea what's the name of that other movie that he directed 10 years ago with the same story? Ugram, correct, absolutely right. So the point I am trying to make here is Prashant Neel is the creator and Prashant Neel only is the writer. That fellow is coming. So what would I say? The director and writer is coming. But if it is two different people, like the example given here, if it is the creator and the producer, the coming twice, that will be two different people. I hope it is clear. Let's go to the next question. Good answers in chat too. Two subjects joined by and, but are both of them the same or are they different? Are they talking about two different subjects or the same subject? Reading, writing, and typically looks like plural, but we don't know. Maybe it is a singular subject. How do we know it? Look at the sentence. Not difficult subjects. The question itself is saying that they are not difficult subjects. Had it been subject, then it would be singular. The name of the subject is reading and writing. Can be. But here it is not subjects, it is subjects. Hence, this is subject number one, singular. Subject number two, plural. Two subjects joined by and is typically plural. Hence, the answer should be plural. Was wrong because singular. Was wrong, singular. This is possible, were. This is possible, were. I dash at university. I is singular or plural? I is definitely singular. It cannot be were. It has to be was. So reading and writing were not difficult subjects for me when I was at university. This is a better answer. Across, we are around 100 correct answers. Good. This is a complicated one. It's okay, try. Is, are, type any one of those two. All of the chicken. You might give it a wrong answer because this is an exception and I haven't explained it yet. So half. All. Typical answer, all is plural. After off is none of your business. I agree. All must be plural, answer has to be are. But the exception here is when a preposition like of or any other preposition is used, and if the subject before that is a fraction, 4/5 I mean, or it is a percentage, or words like all, all, if they are used, in this case, we need to look at the subject that is coming after preposition. And here it is chicken. By chicken, we are not talking about hens here. We are talking about meat. Chicken, mutton, fish, meat. And it cannot be counted. That's why we say we need half kg chicken. We need 1 kg chicken. Can you give me 2 kg chicken? Why are we saying half kg, 1 kg,
Yeah.
2 kg? Because chicken is uncountable. So here is the logic. All. I agree. Sounds like plural. After off, we normally don't consider. But when we are using words like all, and if after that, if the subject happens to be uncountable, previously we did CDs, but that was countable. So all of CDs is plural, but all of uncountable chicken is still singular. Hence the answer should be all of the chicken is gone. Example, all of the, okay, what the is that? The girls dash late. Is late or are late? All of the girls. Typically, all is plural. So after off, we need not consider because this is anyhow plural. So all of the girls are. But instead of girls, if I say all of the curd. I'm talking about curd. All of the curd dash gone. Here, all looks like plural. After off, we typically have to ignore. But since it is all, or it is some sort of a fraction, or some sort of a percentage, then we need to see what is the subject after that off. It is curd. Curd is first of all uncountable. Uncountable means 0. And any part of a 0 cannot be more than 1. So it has to be singular. All of the curd is gone. A quick response in chat, everybody. Is the explanation clear? Shall we go to the next question? Quick response. Everybody take a second, a quick response. I want to make sure that you guys are able to listen and understand what I'm saying. That was a quick reply. Good, good, good answer. I mean, quick answer. Let's go to the next question. Question number 18 of 20. Okay, hold on. There's a typing error in this. Skip it, skip it. Small typo. Ignore it. Here we go. Everyone, is it singular or plural? Understands which is singular. In chat, Aishwarya, there's a right answer. Sneha, right. Oh, all right answers. Good. 50 people still went wrong. Each one, everyone, someone, no one, none are all singular. So we require a singular verb. For example, eat. Oh, E-A-T. Eat. Eat is plural. Eats is singular. Example, Ravi. Ravi is singular, so it has to be eats. The girls, girls is plural. So it has to be the girls eat. That means eats is singular and eat is plural. Similarly, understands, verb ending with yes, this is singular. Understand without yes, this is plural. Everyone, each one, someone, no one, none are all singular. So singular verb understands should be used. Next question. Last question in this set, then we would use join my quiz. The company blamed heavier than, is this not a repeated question? Yeah, it's a repeated question. I remember having solved this. Quick answer. Which two parts of the sentence contains errors? People who gave the answer, a quick response in chat. Did we not discuss this? Discussed, not discussed. Yeah, it's discussed. Perfect. And for students who are asking about the recorded sessions, there is a quick message in chat. Let me read it out for you. The recordings are available on the event page of vtu.xcelerator.co.in. I would paste that to you. Students who have been asking me about the recordings, this is where you would find the recordings of all the session, possibly including today's session. Varshita, just check chat. You have to log in to this particular website using your email ID. All right. Oh, push confirms it. It's there. All right. Don't go to that page now. It is there. Don't worry. So the topic that still remains a mystery to many students is subject verb agreement. We will come back to subject verb agreement only if we have time. I have another 50 questions to solve. Jumbled paragraphs, which is slightly difficult. If you understand the concept, it is fun and easy, or else it will be confusing. Reading comprehension, which is anyhow a lifetime exercise of improvement. That's not a subject verb agreement rule that we can do it in a few minutes. So you guys have a minute, open a browser, open the web page www.joinmyquiz.com. You have a minute. Open a browser. In the same browser where you have Kahoot, we are done with Kahoot. Open joinmyquiz.com and wait for a minute. I will give you the test code. Let me open Join My Quiz first of all. By the way, the top three of the first test. Shreya, Zubeda, Keir. I need a minute. I have shared the screen. Bashir Sheikh has started sharing the screen. These are 2025 related questions. Open joinmyquiz.com. Enter the test code 065195. Then enter your name. This is the website for recording sessions. And joinmyquiz.com is the site for the next test we have now. 48 questions to answer. You can look at the Zoom screen. Joinmyquiz.com. That would open quizzes. Enter the test code or the game code 065195. The questions we are going to do are the slightly tougher ones. So please focus. Here we go. I also pasted the link in Zoom chat. Anyone gets logged out, you can log in again by clicking the link or opening Join My Quiz and entering the test code, which I have copied in Zoom chat. Sentence reorder, sentence rearrangement. I cannot see the first sentence. Okay. Put the sentences in the correct order. A, B, C, D is not the correct order. What is the correct order? You can also type the answers in chat if the screen is visible. Ten seconds more. All right, let me explain here. Please come back to the Zoom screen. Not join my quiz, come back to the Zoom screen. Frostbite damages. It happens when the skin is exposed to extreme cold for too long. This is by default sentence number 1, because that's not part of the question at all. Frostbite damages the skin. It happens when the skin is exposed to extreme cold for too long. That is by default statement number 1. We need not worry. We only need to find out if this is the first part, then which is second, third, fourth, and fifth part. And the options are A, B, C, and D. Now, what did we already read? We read frostbite damages the skin. It happens when the skin is exposed to extreme cold for too long. What are the options? The options are B, A, D, C. I'm rewriting it again. B, A, C, D. D, C, B, A. Or B, C, D, A. All right. Now, what do we do? Do not try to put A, B, C, D in order. Look at the options. The first statement after the given sentence is either B, here also B, or D, here also B. So the first statement that you have to choose is either between B and D only. If you read all A, B, C, D, you will be more confused. Choose between B and D only. B, it means we already gave introduction, frostbite. It mostly affects the nose, ears, feet, and hands. D says, furthermore, if blood vessels are damaged, see, furthermore is a continuation of something that is already said. Here they are talking about a second problem. What is the first problem? The first problem is not mentioned in the given introductory statement. So D cannot be the first statement. So an option with D is gone. So which means by default now the first statement is B. That is done. Now the options are, is it BA? Oh, here also BA. Or is it BC? I could hear some faint audio. It's gone though. No problem. All right. So we only need to find out the second statement. It is already discussed that we already learned that this is the B is the immediate first statement after the interactive statement. What is interactive statement? Frostbite damages the skin. It happens when the skin is exposed to extreme cold for too long. B. Just a minute, I got a pop-up. Yeah. B. This is already done. BA. It's taking time. So sorry. This is also BAC. BC. It mostly affects the nose, ears, feet, and the hands. A. In minor cases, the frostbite that affects only the skin permanently permanent damage may not be caused. But if deeper tissues are affected, one may feel pain every time the affected area gets cold. So one thing that can be verified here is A and C are linking together. In minor cases, frostbite that affect only the skin permanent damage may not cause. But if deeper tissues are affected, one may feel pain every time the affected area gets cold. So what we know is after A, C has to immediately come. Look for options where A, C is coming as a pair. Here it is B, A, D. Wrong answer. B, A, C, D. Okay, A and C. This could be our answer. This we already decided. Here it is DA. Hence, answer is this one. Let me explain once again. In jumbled paragraphs, also called as sentence rearrangement, there is no need to arrange all of them in order. Look at the options. Use the elimination method and use the options to your advantage. Here, by identifying first statement and a linking set, first statement is B, and A and C are linked together. Find where B is starting and A and C, second or third or fourth, doesn't matter. They are coming as a set. And that is happening only here. B is first statement. A and C are coming as a set. Hence, our answer is B, BACD. Quick response, guys. Did you understand the explanation? All right. We will do more. We have more questions on this topic. All right, good. Let's go to the next question. All right. Question number 2, Infosys 2025 pattern. Introduction. Vitamin A is good for health. A, B, C, D. Take time, guys. You have almost 2 minutes more. Don't hurry up. Relax. Take time. Time's up. A similar logic can be used here also. Linking logic. Why? The first statement is vitamin A is good for health. That is introduction. A, B, C, D. Luckily for us, if we find out first statement, it is enough because A says D, B says C, C says B, D says A. That means A, B, C, D is the first statement. So if you are able to find out the first statement, you can choose one of them. But the problem here is A can be first statement. It is also good for the eye size as it is required to make a light sensitive substance in the eyes. B also could be first statement. It prevents skin from becoming dry. C also can be first statement. Vitamin A is good for health. People who are deficient vitamin A may have problems seeing at night. The only answer that is not possible is and may have dry eyes. D cannot be the answer. Which means the only answer we know is D cannot be the first statement. B, C, and D, sorry, B, A, B, and C can be the first statement. So identifying first statement will not help us. So what do we need to do? Let's see if there is a link. Vitamin A is good for health. It is also, oh, that's the clue. Also, when do we use the word also? We use the word also after saying something and we want to add something. For example, I want to tell you how to prepare a new cake. You should add half kg of sugar. You may also add jaggery if you want. I use the word also add jaggery only after saying that you should add sugar. Without saying what to add, I cannot directly say also add jaggery. Also add means add to what? Which means also this part can come only after saying something good about it. It is also good. Also good, okay, boss. First of all, what is it good for? The answer is it prevents skin from becoming dry. It is also good for the eyes. That means A and B is our link. Sorry, B and A. First it is B and then it is A. B, A. Please find out where is B and A. D we already ruled out. A, B, no. B, A, that's our answer. A, B, wrong answer. C is the answer. Let me explain to it. Let me explain once again. This question looks easy because the options given are easy. A can be first statement, B can be first statement, C can be, or D can be. If you identify first statement, you can choose this, or this. But we are not able to get it because A, B, and C, all three of them may be the first statement. So first option is not going to help us get the answer. The only thing we know is it cannot start with D, so we are completely removing this. The second option we have is at least find a link, and the link can be found here. Vitamin A is good for health. Introduction. What is it good for? It is good because it prevents skin from becoming dry. Continuation of this one. One more benefit. It is also good for the eyes too. So our link is first it is B and then it is A. B, A must come together. B, A. No. B, A. That's our answer. A, B. No. Hence the answer is C, B, A, C, D. I hope it's clear. Let's do one more. By the way, how many got this right? $83. Okay. Question number 3, Infosys 2025 pattern. Fill in the blanks. Prepositions. She lived dash the expectations. Let me tell you, this looks like preposition, but it is not a preposition. It's a phrasal verb. Which preposition should be used with the verb lived? Okay, I stopped the screen share for you to understand this very, very important topic. If time permits, we'll also do a few questions only on phrasal verbs. What is a phrasal verb? Just like vocabulary, words which are in lakhs, and one lifetime is not enough to learn all the words. We need to keep on learning as many words as possible. Roughly, an engineering Indian student uses around 2000, 2500 words. And in a test like Infosys, most commonly used 6000 words are used. So if you know 2500 words, you are expected to learn another 3500 words. And how is it possible? It's possible if you have started at least 1 year ago, learn 10, 20 words a day. Then you will be able to learn 3000 or 4000 words. The second part here is phrasal verbs. What is a phrasal verb? Phrasal verb is a collection of a verb followed by a preposition. It can also be verb, preposition, and adverb. But basically it is verb and preposition. A phrase, a set that comes together. Why are we calling it phrasal verbs then? Because the meaning of the verb and the meaning of the preposition does not apply for phrasal verbs. I think we discussed this yesterday also. Let me try to recollect and give the same example. Let's say a girl and a boy who are in a relationship, they are separated. So what is the phrasal verb for that? They break up. What is break? Break. Up means upar. But the phrasal verb break up does not mean breaking. It does not mean up. It means separated. So phrasal verbs are a collection of a verb typically followed by a preposition that have a completely different meaning than the meaning of the verb. That is a phrasal verbs. And how do you learn phrasal verbs? It is just like vocabulary. There are thousands of them. Every day, a few phrasal verbs we need to listen, read, write, and practice. And one such thing is what we are seeing here. Let me share the screen. I am stopping the cap. Yeah, she lived up to the expectations. What is meant by she lived up to the expectations? That means she met the expectations. Whatever is expected, she reached it. It is not about living. It is not about up. It is not about down. It is not about to. She matched the expectations that people had or her parents had on her. She lived up to the expectations. Instead of expectations, had it been instructions, maybe you could have used as per, but it is expectations she lived up. Question number 4, 2025 Infosys pattern. Fill in the blanks. Dash the failure of traffic lights. There was a traffic jam on the road. Since indicates starting point of time. Due to is a reason. And that is our answer. Due to the failure of traffic lights, there was a traffic jam on the road. Good. Most of you went with it. Cause effect. Due to. Question number 5. Articles. She was my teacher at Dash Oxford University. Oxford University is a proper noun, name of a particular organization. Articles cannot be used. No article is the answer. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm stopping the screen share. Don't worry. Camera on. Please focus. Listen to me. A and the, they are articles. Where are they used? They are used in front of a noun. Why are articles A and the used in front of nouns? With only one purpose: to determine whether the noun, that means person, place, animal, thing, feeling, whatever you're talking about, the noun, it is particular or not particular. That is why articles are also called as determiners. Determiners, because they help us determine whether the noun we are talking about is particular or not. For example, I want to make a note of a few names here. I want to write down Sneha, Samiksha, Noor Fatima, Zubeda, Vidya, Susrita. I just want to write. So what do I need to write? What is the name of the thing that I need to write? The answer is pen. Which pen, Bashir, which pen you want? Array, any pen, man. Doesn't matter. I just want to write these names I told you. Give me any pen. So the noun I'm talking about is pen. And I want to tell you that I don't want particular pen. Kuch bhi chalega. Any pen will work. So what would I say? Give me a pen. So a pen, by adding a, I'm indicating anything. Kuch bhi chalega. But on the other hand, say for example, to Samiksha, yesterday I gave a pen in RT Nagar. And I want that particular pen. So this time I will be saying pen, but I'll also be giving the details of the pen. Samiksha, give me dash pen I gave you in RT Nagar yesterday. That particular pen only I want. That particular pen only I want. Simply the pen. This is the fundamental purpose of using a and the. We use it in front of a noun to determine whether the noun you are talking about is particular or not particular. Now, what is the meaning of the word a or an? If I say, Srushti, give me a paper to write down these names. A paper means any paper, but a paper means one paper, any one paper. Also give me an eraser. An eraser means what? Any eraser, but one eraser. So the meaning of the word a or an means one. That means a and an can be used if the three qualities are met. Number one, details should not be there. If the details of the noun are there, you can use the. You have to use the. Details should not be there. It must be indefinite. Then it must be countable. Then it must be singular. Why? A means one. An means one. If it is uncountable, how can you use a and an? A girl means one girl. A boy means one boy. That means a or an can be used only if it is singular. So here is the point. Keep this in your mind. A, an, and the are articles. They are used in front of a noun to determine whether the noun is particular or not particular. If it is not particular, indefinite articles a and an should be used. If it is particular, where details are mentioned or automatically understood, that should be used. Point number 2. We use articles in front of nouns, so we have to understand the concept of noun. What is a noun? Noun is a name. Name of what? Anything, everything. Name of a person, place, animal, thing, feeling, college, book, education, anything, everything. Name is a noun. These nouns can be broadly classified into countable, uncountable, singular, plural. You already know this. And there are mainly 5 types of nouns: proper noun, common noun, collective noun, abstract noun, material noun. I hope you guys are aware of this. The problem is with the first type of a noun. Ananya, I'll explain that. I'm coming to that point. Taj Mahal, I'll talk about it. Proper noun and the rest of the nouns. What is the difference? Proper noun is the name of a particular person, particular place, particular thing, particular area, particular company, particular story, particular movie, anything particular. Proper name. For example, what is my name? My name is Bashir. You cannot call me Shravani. You cannot call me Samiksha. You cannot call me Prajakta. You cannot call me Ananya R. You cannot call me Srushti. No, you cannot. My name is Bashir. You can only call me Bashir. In case you don't know my name, you can call me teacher, faculty, sir. Teacher, faculty, sir, all these are common nouns. But Bashir is a proper noun. Why do we use articles? Point number one, to tell whether the noun is particular or not. What is a proper noun? Proper noun is already the particular name of a person, place, or thing. That means point number two is article should not be used before proper nouns. And the question given here is Oxford University. Oxford University is the name of a particular university which is located in England. Everybody knows it. There is no confusion about it. Then what is the point of using articles? So the answer is you should not use. I hope you got this point. Articles cannot be used in front of proper nouns. They can be used in front of other types of nouns. However, if that proper noun is the name of a river, sea, ocean, canal, lake, mountain range, unique thing like the Taj Mahal, the Eiffel Tower, the Great Wall of China, the earth, the sun, the moon, these are absolutely unique things. The open air, the sky. Why? There are no multiple skies. There are no multiple open airs. A building like the Taj Mahal cannot be built again. A wall like the Great Wall of China cannot be built again. So such unique things, da is used. Name of a river, sea, ocean, canal, lake, da is used. Religious books and epics. It's a proper noun, agree. But da must be used. Musical instruments, da must be used. The country that I belong to is India. The country that my brother went to is America. Proper name, you can't use. I cannot say a India, an India, or the India. I cannot say the America, a America, and an America. But the point is, America is popularly called as US. What does US stands for? United States. If the name of a place or an organization has words like United or Republic, in that case, we have to use article the. So where does your brother stay, Bashir? My brother stays in the US, not US. He will come back from the USA in March. He will go back to the United States of America because of the word United or Republic. The must be used. The East, the West, the Taj Mahal. I work in Usmania University, which is the oldest university in Hyderabad. This reminds me, for superlative degrees also we must use article the. Everybody on to chat. I have a couple of questions for you. Very, very important. Let's go fast. Question number one. Tell me what article you will use here. Can you tell me the names of two rivers in Karnataka? Your answer, everybody. Names of two rivers in Karnataka. No, Mahalakshmi, I'm talking about Karnataka. Name two rivers in Karnataka. Sneha, correct answer. Rest all are wrong. In Kannada, you can say Tungabhadra Kaveri, but in English, you cannot say Tungabhadra Kaveri. You have to say the Tungabhadra, the Krishna, the Godavari, the Kaveri. The largest river in India is not Ganga. Ganga, you know, is a Chandramukhi's name in a movie. It's not Krishna. Krishna is Mahesh Babu's father's name. Now you got the point. Proper names, articles should not be used. But if that proper name happens to be the name of a river, sea, ocean, canal, lake, mountain range, group of islands, unique things, superlative degrees, ordinals, musical instruments, epics, religious books, that must be used. Question number two. Can you name at least one sea that India has? Name of a sea. Andhra Pradesh has one sea and Karnataka, Goa has another sea. What is the name of that sea? Smart. Good, good. All of you are telling Karnataka sea only. Nobody is telling Andhra Pradesh sea. Yes. The Bay of Bengal, the Indian Sea. Okay. This is the ocean, it is the Indian Ocean. The Arabian Sea. Not Bay of Bengal, Sonu. It is the Bay of Bengal. Because it's the name of a river, sea, ocean, canal, lake. Can someone name the largest canal in the world? The longest or the largest canal in the world. This canal actually separates North America continent from South America. It's a man-made canal. The largest canal, absolutely, Sujay. It is not Suez Canal or Panama Canal. It is the Suez Canal, the Panama Canal. I am also okay with Grand Canal because the person Mahalakshmi said the Grand Canal. Correct. By the way, the longest canal in the world is the Suez Canal, the Panama Canal, the Grand Canal. I hope you got the point. Can someone name the tallest mountain in India? The tallest mountain. First of all, Mount Everest is not in India. It is on the border of Nepal and China. Himalayas is not one mountain, it is a mountain range. K2 is in Pakistan. India has got nothing to do with it. And the challenge here is, why are you putting article the before a proper noun? Yeah, that's the answer. Kanchanjunga is the tallest mountain in India. It is not the Kanchanjunga. Why? It is the name of one mountain. Proper noun. Article cannot be used. K2, tallest mountain in Pakistan. K2, not the K2. Mount Everest, it is not the Mount Everest. Some people say the Mount Everest because it is a unique mountain. Such a tall mountain is not there. So they are putting the, but even that is wrong. The name of that particular mountain is Mount Everest. The tallest mountain that we have is Kanchanjunga. Pakistan's tallest mountain is K2 and Broad Peak. But all the mountains you gave and I gave, they fall under a range called the Himalayas and never Himalayas. The Aravalis, the Eastern Ghats, the Western Ghats. Next question. Can someone tell me what are the two most important epics of Indian culture? Our India is based on these two books. The culture of India is based on these two books. What are the two epics? These books cannot be written again. Bhumik, your answer is wrong. Shilpa, your answer is wrong. Mangal, your answer is wrong. Such books cannot be written again. They are religious books. They are epics. So the answer has to be the Ramayana, the Mahabharata. All right. Last question in this area regarding epics. Can someone tell me what are the four Vedas in Hinduism? Four Vedas. Tell me at least one Veda. Shalini, wrong answer. Shilpa, wrong answer. Bhumika, correct answer. Varsha, wrong answer. These Vedas cannot be written again. Please understand, any book, proper noun, you don't use articles. Religious books, the must be used. The Quran, the Bible, the Rig Veda, the Sama Veda, the Yajurva Veda, the Adharva Veda. Next question. What is the name of the musical instrument Lord Sri Krishna uses? Name of the musical instrument. It is not flute. It is not a flute. Any musical instrument, da must be used. Da tabla. But the answer here is the flute. The most popular instrument for you today is the guitar. Stylish. Musical instruments. The piano is very expensive. The piano. I hope you got the point. Okay. Stopping the video. Sharing the screen again. I wish we had more time. So, Oxford University is a proper noun. Hence, article should not be used. Hey, I forgot. Imagine the question given there is not Oxford University, but only university. The question is, my brother studies in dash university. What is the answer? A and the or no article is used. My brother studies in dash university. I am saying university, but I am not telling you which university. If you know which university my brother is studying, tell me the name. You can't. Then why are you using the? The is not at all possible because the details of the university are not mentioned. And there are literally hundreds of universities now, including VTU. VTU is proper noun. You will not say Da Vishveshwaraya. You'll only say Vishveshwara Technology University. That's it. University. Which university? It is unclear. University, countable. University, singular. So a or an should be used because it is satisfying the three qualities. It is unclear, it is countable, it is singular. So a or an will definitely come. But will a come or an come? It does not depend on the first letter. A, E, I, O, U, an. No. B, C, D, F, A. No. That is in school level. In engineering level, whether to use a or an depends on the shape of your mouth. The first sound that you are using, that you are creating before using a or an, if air comes out from your mouth without any obstruction, it's called a vowel sound and should be used. When the air is coming out of your throat, if that air is controlled with your tongue, stopped with your lips, guided with your tongue, or you use your teeth to control the air, any kind of obstruction created with the organs of the mouth, article A should be used. Example, look at this word. Umbrella. It is raining. Give me dash umbrella. Which umbrella? Are anything rare. So the cannot be used because it is anything. Umbrella. Unclear, countable, singular. What is the first sound? Umbrella. Ah. Unobstructed sound. An umbrella is used. Similarly, my brother studies in dash university. Which university? I am not telling the details. So then the cannot be used. University, pronounce it, it is U. Absolutely controlled sound. Umbrella, ah, an umbrella. Same letter used here, but the sound is not university. Look at my mouth, I'm coming close to the cam. It is university, absolutely controlled with your lips. Answer is A, university. Very important Infosys question. And you know what? Who my uncle is? My uncle is dash MLA. Article. A and the or no article. Dash MLA. Which MLA? I am not giving you details, so the cannot be used. MLA, countable. MLA, singular. Starts with the letter M, but what is the first sound you are saying when you are saying MLA? Ah. It's an open sound. An MLA. And I will also like to tell you that one of my friend is dash European. EUROPEAN. Dash European. Check your answer. I'm getting both the words. A and and. I did not tell you which European. Zubeda, how can you say the? You can say the. My one of my friend is dash European you saw on TV. वो वाला है. Then you can say the. But I'm not giving you any details, so the cannot be used. European, countable. European, singular. Which European? I'm not giving you details. So A or an will be used. But the only point is, how do you pronounce European? It's starting with the letter E, but like eagle, you're not saying E. You're saying U. European. Answer is A, European, not an European. Very important Infosys question. I hope that solves it. Running out of time. Cam off. Sharing the screen. Let's go to the next question. Hence the answer here, Oxford University, proper noun article cannot be used. Question number 6. Change the voice. Active voice, passive voice. I tweaked the question to make it very simple. The question would not be change voice. You just have to choose the correct format. But I wanted you to understand the concept. How many correct? Varshita, that's a good score. Uh-oh. Stop the screen share. Camera on. Please focus. Quick topic. Active voice, passive voice. What is active voice? If the focus of the sentence is on the person or thing doing the action, doer of the action. That means you are talking about the person doing the action first and what that person is doing later. That is active voice. Example, Bashir is teaching Infosys questions. Bashir is explaining Infosys questions. Who is the doer of the action? Bashir. What is he doing? Explaining. What is he explaining? Infosys questions. So there are three parts: subject, verb, object. If the focus of the sentence is on the subject, it is called active voice. If the focus of the sentence is the object, that is called passive voice. Hey, I can see Bashir sir is taking a class, but can you tell me whatever Bashir sir is teaching, what subject is it? What is he teaching? Then your answer would be verbal is being taught by Bashir. Let me explain once again. Bashir is teaching Infosys questions. Who is doing the action? Bashir. So you are putting Bashir first. Bashir is teaching Infosys questions, active voice. I can see Bashir sir, but what is it that he is teaching? Infosys questions. He is being taught by Bashir. The catch to be maintained here is if active voice is in simple present tense, passive voice will also start with simple present tense. The later part of the verb, helping verb, can change. Bashir is teaching Infosys questions, passive voice. Infosys questions, plural, so it will be are, but same B1 form. Infosys questions are being. Why being? Because I said is teach plus ing. Same thing, ing should be used, is being, but not teaching, taught. Is being taught. For example, I am eating an apple. I am eating an apple. Who is the doer of the action? I. So I put I beginning in the beginning. That's active voice. Sir, what is it that you're eating? Focus is on the object. An apple is being eaten by Bashir. I am eating, passive voice, same structure. An apple is being eaten. I hope you got the point. Cam off, sharing the screen in just a minute. Hence, the answer here, the Clean India campaign is being run by the government. Who is the doer of the action? Government. So that means the doer of the action is in the last of the sentence. So that is passive voice. So we have to put it in the active voice. That means it starts with the government. That is easy. But what is the format we are using here? Let me annotate. Yeah. Is being. Is. V1. Being. B form plus ing. So that same ing form must be used. The government has been. Been is V3. Is running. Has run. Wrong. Was running. Wrong. Is should be used. Ing should be used. We'll get more questions on this. Let's try. You'll probably understand better. I'll not ask you now because it may not be clear. Who? She. Oh, you're putting she in the beginning. Then that is active voice. Put it into passive voice. Will clear. Will plus V1. Same format should be used. The entrance exam will be. Of course, the third verb, the object part can be in past tense. It will be in past tense. The entrance exam will be cleared by her. Better. Next question. Question number 8. Idiom. What is the meaning of the idiom to cry wolf? Idioms are just like phrasal verbs. They have a completely different meaning than the meaning of the words. There is no crying, there is no wolf in the meaning of cry wolf. Just like vocabulary, we need to learn them. The advantage is vocabulary is in lakhs, phrasal verbs are in thousands, idioms are in hundreds. You remember this story where a little boy cries, tiger, tiger. People come to help him. He makes fun of them. Second time, he does the same thing. Third time, a tiger really comes. Nobody comes this time. That is what this is. To cry wolf means to give a false alarm. To give a false alarm. Question 9. To end in smoke. Nothing to do with smoke. It has a completely different meaning. Quick answer, guys. To end in smoke basically means futile, useless. If you do not practice phrasal verbs, vocabulary, and idioms, then all that we are learning now will end up in smoke. That means it will come to nothing. Answer is C. Come to nothing. Question 10. I'm hurrying up, guys. I'm hurrying up because we're running out of time. Question 10. Change of speech. Reported speech. The next topic, a very, very important topic. Seconds more. Let's see the result. Okay, this is bad. All right, guys, once again, I'm turning off the cam. Back to the camera. Sorry, turning off the screen. Listen carefully. Reported speech, direct, indirect. What is it? When you are repeating what you heard or what you read, when you are repeating it, that is what is called as reported speech. It can be done in two methods, direct, indirect. What is direct? Easy. Why is it easy? Because direct speech basically means using the exact word said by someone, putting it in quotation marks, open, close, quotes, and saying they said it. Repeating something that you heard or read is what is reported speech. Direct, indirect. What is direct in reported speech? Using the exact words that you read or using the exact words that you heard, putting it into quotation marks as it is, including blunders and errors, and saying that person said like this is what is direct. The second one, instead of using the exact word said by someone and putting it into quotation marks, you can use your own words to make the sentence easy to understand, but the meaning should not change. So using your own words to convey what the other person said is what is indirect. Let me share the screen, a different screen. Uh-oh. All right. I have shared Microsoft Word screen. Should pop up in a minute. There we go. All right. This is what I am saying. I am eating an apple. Oh, P is not working. It's working. I am eating an apple. This is what I said. So you are repeating this. Who said it? Bashir said it. Bashir said, I am eating an apple. Bashir said is what you are saying. I am eating an apple is what I said. So the words you are repeating, you have to put it in open quotes and close quotes. Second point. Before open quotes, punctuation mark should be used. Before close quotes, punctuation mark should be used. Not after, before. Before open quotes also, punctuation mark should be used. This is reported speech, right? Bashir said, comma, close open quotes. Inside open quotes, whatever the sentence is, must start with a capital letter. Whatever the sentence is. Since here I said I am eating, you also should say I am eating. Inside quotation marks must start with a capital letter, is what I mean to say. Now, the other way of reporting this indirectly is Bashir said the word that is an option. You may use or you may not use. It is absolutely fine. Old English, that is mandatory. Modern English nowadays, it is absolutely okay not to use it. But it's okay, you can use it. Bashir said that I, here I changes to he. Am eating. Am eating is present continuous tense. But when you're reporting it, present continuous tense becomes past continuous tense. Am eating becomes, Bashir said that he was eating. An apple is an apple. Let me give you one more example. What is your name? This is what I said. And someone is asking you, hey, what did Bashir sir say? Bashir sir ne kya bola hai? So you are repeating it. First method, direct. Bashir said, comma, close open quotations. Sentence starts with a capital letter. What is your name? Question mark and then close quotation. The other way of reporting it is to use your own words indirectly. Bashir said that, no, not said. It's ending with a question mark. So instead of said, it becomes Bashir asked me what my name. Here it is present. Present becomes past was. Bashir asked me what my name was. Last example. I saw you yesterday. I saw you yesterday. Hey, what did Bashir sir say? Bashir said, I saw you yesterday. Full stop and then close quotation. That's easy. Another way of saying that indirectly is Bashir said that he Saw is past, V2. So what should you use now? V3. Had plus V3. See, saw, seen. Bashir said that he had seen me. Yesterday becomes the previous day. I hope you guys understood. Now, coming to the question here. So I'm sharing the same thing, my bad. Share screen, browser. Yeah. Here we go. Diana said that she was sick and tired of that job. What is the first option here? Trying to zoom it. Yeah. Diana said, comma. After comma, space is missing. That is error number 1. Before open quote, space is given. Error number 2. Error number 3. Full stop should come before. And in indirect speech, that job becomes only if Diana had said this job will become that job. So directly using that job, wrong. So there are totally 4 errors in the first option, A. What about B? Diana said, comma, space missing, extra space given. She is sick and tired of that job. 2 errors already. C. Diana said, comma, space, open quotation, capital I am sick and tired of this job is the answer. Why is D wrong? Because Diana said, comma, space, open quotation, I am sick and tired of this job. Close quotation, full stop. No, full stop should come before close quotation. Quick response in chat, guys. I tried to explain a big concept very quickly. Did you guys understand? Is it making sense? Please respond in chat. Is it making sense? Perfect. Perfect. This is very, very important for the writing part also. Full stop, comma, capital letter, small letter. Absolutely important. All right. Cam off. Let's go to the next question. There's a question from someone. If you can extend, it would be helpful. Varsha, I would love to extend, Varsha. Absolutely. It's only a question of how many of you will stay back online. I would love to extend, at least by 15-20 minutes. All right. Let's see if we have more questions on this topic. Yeah, good. One more question on speech. Reported speech. Boy or a girl, mixed difference. Did the sun rise in the east? East is unique, so the east is the sentence. Change the speech. You may also type the answers in chat. 30 seconds more. All right. Well, let me stop the sound just a minute. Where is the sound? Stop. Full question. Annotate. The little boy said to her father, this is quotation marks directly. Did the sun rise? R-I-S-E, rise is V1. Then indirect, what would you use? If it is V1, you have to use V2. If the direct is in V2, you have to use had plus V3. If had plus V3 is used, then had plus V3 only must be used. So, since the statement here is rise V1, you have to use V2. Rise, rose, had risen. Since it is V1, V2 is rose. Rise is wrong, rose correct. Had risen wrong, rose correct. So now it is between B and D only. The little boy told her, asked her. It is ending with a question mark. So is it told or is it asked? It is asked. The little boy asked her father if the sun rose in the east. Is the answer. D is our answer. I hope it's clear. Let's go to the next question. Vocabulary. Adversity. Adversity means tough time, facing a lot of difficulties. So what could be the synonym of the word adversity? Even in adversity, one must be bold and face the problems. So the synonym of the word adversity is misfortune. Neelam, I hope you understood. If the direct is in present, you have to use past. The previous one, if it is past, you have to use past perfect. Present continuous becomes past continuous. Neelam. Spot the error. Yesterday. How can it be will have? Will is future. Past tense of will is would. Error is in part 3. He would have helped, not will have helped. Next question, I skipped it. There is an error. The clue here is full medical equipment. Full medical equipment or medical equipment is singular. It may contain 100 machines and 1,000 tools, but it is still equipment and it is singular. Your classroom might have a podium, it might have a table, it might have 40 benches. All that is furniture. There is no furnitures. And furniture is always singular. Similarly, equipment is always singular. Then in that case, how can you use are? It has to be medical equipment is not given. So error is in part 4. Part 4 means which one? E is the answer. The point is, just like furniture, medical equipment is singular. You can't use are. Maybe there are 100 machines or 33 machines. It is still is. Maybe there are 20 chairs and 20 desks. But that is all furniture. The furniture in your class is good. The furniture in your class is not sufficient. Is only, not are. Next question. Spot the error. Quick answers, guys, because I'll give the answer away. We are running out of time. Children generally fight above. They don't fight above or below. They fight over. They fight over petty issues like pencil, chocolate, etc. Fight over. Phrasal verb. Error is in 2. Question number 16. You may not get the answer, so let me tell you the answer. It is not paying out, it is paying off. Paying off means giving results. Guys, I want to go to the next topic, so I'm skipping it. Kindly bear with me. You understood that's a topic that you have to learn, just like vocabulary, phrasal verbs. They are in thousands. You must learn a few hundreds. This question was the first question that we have discussed. If I had known about the team tryouts, I would have signed up. If I had known, this action should have happened first. Sorry, guys, going to the next one, because we already discussed this. This was the first question I explained. Question number 19. Okay, very important question. This is called sentence improvement. If the given sentence underlined part is wrong, then which sentence will replace it? Sentence correction. First of all, point number one, mayor M must be capital. It cannot be small. So these two are gone. Is it will be mayor or will have been mayor? See, she will not start becoming a mayor. She already started and 2 years will be completed. So it is not simple future tense. It is future perfect tense. Will have been mayor of Tennessee for 2 years. Answer is B. I can see half the students have dropped out, but it's fine. 9 o'clock is the time. I can understand. Okay, that's not a good number. It will not will be, will have been. Will be means she will start becoming the mayor. She will complete 2 years there. Question number 20. If news about the stock market indices may is wrong, then what will correct it? If it is not wrong, then E is your answer. Answer is very simple. I mean, because I know it. News about, it is not news about, it is news on. News on the stock market indices, index is singular, indices is plural, nothing wrong here. So news on the stock market indices may have dominated. News on, that's our answer. News on the stock market indices. Index, no, indices is correct. Next question. Index singular, indices plural. So nothing wrong in indices. Question number 21. Phrasal verb. Brushed over on him. There was a question about Napoleon in the exam. Thank God I brushed over on him. The meaning here is I quickly revised it. What is the phrasal verb for quickly revising? It is not brushed over. So E is wrong. The phrasal verb is brushed upon or brushed on. The perfect answer is brushed upon him. That means I quickly revised. B is the answer. Next question. Rajiv is working part-time. Why is Rajiv working part-time when he's just joining college? Because he has to pay money for the fees. Rajiv is working part-time in a factory to put himself on college. You can't put on college. You can put in college. But in college is not the correct answer because you cannot pay the fees only in the beginning. Every sum you have to pay. You have to pay till you complete engineering. So what is the correct answer? To put himself through college. In also is possible, but incomplete. Joining fees who will pay? Next sem who will pay? So till you complete engineering, Rajiv has to work part-time. So the answer is Rajiv is working part-time in a factory to put himself through college. Hope you understood. Uh-oh. Yeah, in I agree, guys. But D is a better option. As simple as that. Question number 23. Taper off. By the way, what is meant by taper? Taper means to decrease in intensity, to become narrow. Mysore highway, nice road is so good and wide. But by the time we enter the city taper. Taper means becomes narrow. But it's definitely not taper off. To decrease. What is the word? Decrease is on, down, tapering or up. Decrease is down. So the answer is the number of tourists begins to taper down in late autumn. Taper means to decrease. So it has to be taper down. Question number 24. It is not the news of this would get out. It is not get out. Spreading, news spreading. What is the phrase for spreading of the news? Would get around. That means the rumors or the news will spread. Would get around. Last question. Spot the error. I would end with this. This is a tricky question. That's because this is one question where there is no error. The answer is no error. Sorry, none of you might have expected this. So let's go with one more because this is a no error question, makes no sense. Yeah, and the final question. The following question, a sentence has been given in active or passive voice. Select the one which best expresses the same sentence in active or passive. We have done this, so you should be able to get it. Sundarban is being threatened by rising sea levels and extreme weather. Last question. Sundarbans, this will come behind. It will start with rising sea levels and extreme weather. But the question is being. Is V1 plus ing. This cannot change. Is must come ing must come. If you start with the were, how can is become were? It can become are, but not were. Are is okay. Rising sea levels and extreme weather are threatening Sundarbans. Had been wrong. Will be threatening wrong. So answer is C. I hope you guys have learned something. Not much, guys. Okay. I would end my question with this for now. I know the time is not sufficient. We had only about 4 hours of time, and verbal ability, technical skills, and quantitative logical reasoning are topics which takes months of time to practice. But this was to give you an idea how to quickly solve a couple of questions, crack the first round, and go to the second round for this special drive. So first 2 days, Kushal has taken classes on pseudocodes, the technical part. The third day also, Kushal sir took 1 hour session, the fourth day. The third day, Hari Krishna Sagar sir has taken reasoning, logic and quants. And the fourth day, 1 hour Kushal and 1 hour Hari Krishna sir has taken the part. And fifth and sixth day, that is yesterday and today, I have taken verbal ability classes. So this is what we plan to do. Of course, we could not cover all because it is not possible to cover everything in 6 into 2, 12 hours. No. It can be covered in 100 hours, 200 hours also. At least minimum it can be covered in at least 40 to 60 hours. But we tried our best. Of course, there are a few topics in technical and quants and logic and verbal that we are not able to touch, but we tried our best. Shilpa, I am not on YouTube because I am also a corporate trainer. Varshita, any question regarding the test, you need to email to the concerned people. Because if you know, yesterday I tried to give a lot of information, and in fact, I ended up spending 20-25 minutes on giving information. So it was felt that I should not be talking much about the test pattern. You should get in touch with the Xcelerator team. They will give you information. So email them. They will be the right person, Varshita. Or if someone has, we can share it. That will contain the recorded sessions, and that will contain link for more practice sessions too. Oh, no, I can't. I have not copied it.
Thank you for making time. Thank you for coaching our students. We wish them best of luck. Thank you all.
All right, everybody. So let's call it a day. All the best to you all. I hope you have learned a lot in these 6 days, and there's a lot more to learn. Keep practicing on your own, and all the best, guys. See you. Bye-bye.